Plainer Jane, is once again on Kickstarter. He kickstarted the first issue, and we talked to him, and now he's doing the second. So before we lose an internet connection, I'm going to go ahead and bring him in, and we can talk about the book.
Hey.
How's it going?
That's okay.
So how have things been since we last talked when you were kickstarting the first issue? How did that one end up for you?
What did it end up at? About 2,400, a little about 150% of the goal. So it went well, especially for first time. I was very pleased.
And so you're and I see that you've gotten some really good responses from people who. And I've read the book. I really enjoyed it. I really loved the art and the use of the contrasting the story with the blood part of the blood in it.
yeah.
With it being the only color red. So I really enjoyed it, and really looking forward to issue number 2. So let's talk about issue number 2. Where does the story pick up, and what do you cover in this issue?
Well, sure, but you're breaking up a little bit, by the way. So if I miss any bits of your questions, just let me know if I don't come back to you with something, because you're missing about half your audio right now. So yeah, we pick up about 3 months later. She's a little bit more experienced in her job. If you remember at the end of I don't know if everyone's read the first one, but at the end of the first issue, her first big kill isn't really what she was hoping for, if you remember. So we pick up a few months later. She's in college. She's kind of settling down to her education, but she's also settling down to her new job. So she has a little bit more experience at this point in both the sides of her life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, what are you offering for this time for the Kickstarter?
Well, we've got, I don't know if you noticed, but we've already hit a couple of stretch goals, and we have, I think, the third one we're probably going to hit. So apart from the book, we obviously people may not have, maybe their first time. So we have issue 1 available as well as issue 2. We have T-shirts, and then there's going to be free stickers and postcards with everyone from the first stretch goal. There's going to be badges now with everything from the second stretch goal. And then the third stretch goal, I've gone ahead and commissioned the artist already, because I think we're going to hit it. We're going to be doing a Frank Miller noir style cover as well, a variant cover. Because you probably will have worked this out from the art, but I'm quite influenced by Miller and the art. That kind of black and red, that black, white and red monochrome kind of look has always appealed to me. It's very old school. It takes me back to when I was first reading comics when I was a kid. It's just bold and stark, and I like it. So I originally was going to do all the covers in that kind of Frank Miller style. But then I thought, I want the comic to have its own identity. So I didn't go down that road. But having a variant cover done like that, it's actually on the, I don't know if you've got the new page at the moment, but I've just added the rough sketch for the Frank Miller variant cover. It'll be down there in the stretch goals. So yeah, I think that noir style obviously suits the book very well. If it's there, waiting to see if it comes up. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, it's right here?
Yeah. So as you can see, we're
okay.
going for that kind of very black, that very black and white and red Frank Miller kind of look. So everyone, assuming we hit the 4,000 stretch, the 4,000 UK pound stretch goal, everyone will be getting a copy of that as well.
So with this second issue, was there anything you learned from working on the first one that you kind of took into consideration with this?
Yeah, in terms of, I'm probably unusual in that I didn't write an issue and then go, okay, I'll see if I can do this. I've written everything. I've got 7 issues written. They were written before I ever even found an artist. Apart from working on a little bit of issue 7, I pretty much had everything finished. So one thing I've done is I had to really go over issue 2 again, because I learned a lot from working with the artists, how they work. I'm not an artist. I don't know their process. I only knew that I needed to describe things. So I did have to go over it a lot and rework how I described art for my sake, so I get what I want, and for their sake, so they're not just trying to draw my, nonsensical ideas. So yeah, I think that's been helpful. It's helped with issue 2. I think the lines of communication between me and artists.
And so, how did you meet up with?
I lost.
So
it.
it's
How
the
did I meet
same
all the
art team,
artists?
correct?
Yes, apart from apart from Rob, who did the colours, he had some personal troubles. I don't want to go into, but he had some personal problems. So the colours went over to Ralph, who does the covers. So Ralph took over the internal colours, and we also added Fiona Oakley as well, because I thought it'd be nice to have a guest artist, just to do a page or two, just to bring in another dimension that's completely different. So she just does one of the pages, which is some notebooks that Jane's kind of sketching in her notebooks, and then Fiona Oakley kind of brought that to life. She did a great job of that.
And kind of still along with Kickstarters, you've created a group on Facebook to help with cross promotions. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Well, I was introduced to it on the last one I did. I had a couple of people messaging me and saying, "Oh, do you want to cross promote this?" And I had no idea what that was. So I learned. I let them teach me. I learned from them, and so I thought I'll start a group and help other people to do that. It's as simple as everyone puts an update out to say, hey, this is going on with my Kickstarter, but why don't you have a look at this guy's or this girl's Kickstarter?
Mm-hmm.
And it helps. I mean, I don't think it's it's going to be. It's not going to add hundreds and hundreds of new people, but it's going to add a few people that are going to come along and go, okay, I want to support this one as well.
Yeah, definitely, it's a good thing. So, I know that you are also an escape artist.
Yeah. I was a circus performer. I was a stuntman, a circus performer. I worked a lot in the kind of circus industry, and I specialised personally in escapology and sword swallowing and stuff like this. There's a few. I can just move this. Up on the wall there, you can see a couple of my old show posters and one of my Guinness World Record posters up there. Where is it? There. Yeah.
And I know recently you posted on your Facebook that you were a question on Jeopardy.
Not Jeopardy. We've got you think you've got it in the US as well, but it was a British show called The Chase.
Okay. The Chase. Yeah.
You've got. I think it was in the UK and it went over to America, and so one of the questions was about me, which is I suddenly my phone was just blowing up. People going, "Have you seen The Chase? Have you seen The Chase?" I had no idea because I don't normally watch it.
Yeah. So, what are you currently reading? Anything that you are, really enjoying that people should know about?
Oh God, what was the last? I was actually rereading William Gibson. Some just been reading old kind of sci-fi stuff. Actually, at the moment, I feel like I like to reread things that I haven't read in years and see if I find kind of new ideas in them that I didn't see before. So I think what was our last reading? Oh my God, Neuropolis. No, not Neuropolis. Neuromancer. Yeah. So the last thing I read was Neuromancer, and to be honest, it was as nonsensical this time as it was the first time. I like it, but it isn't. Yeah, it doesn't make itself easy in parts. I found.
So I assume that once you're done with this Kickstarter, then you'll be kickstarting the other books one at a time, or.
Yeah, I want to head straight into issue 3. So I'm just looking at Wayne, the sequential artist schedule, because I know he has a couple of projects on at the moment because he's obviously in demand. So just looking at I would like, if possible, to just run straight into issue 3. Mm-hmm. But that really depends on his schedule.
Yep.
Because he's
go
on, sorry.
No, I was just going to ask if you have in the meantime been writing, maybe you're working on a new project or a next project?
I haven't read, no, not in terms of comic books. I've rewritten like the last 3 issues about 4 times now. I don't think I need to. I do have, to be honest, I've held off because this, I should have probably understood this, but art takes a long time. It takes a lot longer than writing does. So I do have the next thing I want to write laid out, and I have that kind of roughly plotted, and I have a pretty clear idea where I want it to go. But I don't want to start writing it because I feel like I'm then going to be sitting on it for as long as Plainer Jane takes.
Yeah.
And by the time I get to it, it won't feel as fresh anymore. So I'd rather only start writing that when Plainer Jane's coming to an end, because then it's going to be fresh, and then I'm probably going to be better as well. I'm going to have learned even more.
No, I could completely understand that, and I think that I'm really I've enjoyed the first issue of Plainer Jane and looking forward to the second one. So, and if there's 5 more issues to come, then I'm waiting for them. Can't wait to read those too and see where the story goes.
I'm dreadful at keeping secrets, so I'm the only person that know how it ends. And I really like how it ends. I think it's a really good ending. But I'm so bad at keeping secrets. I just want to get there, so I no longer have to keep it a secret.
Yeah. Well,
I told my wife one bit of the last issue, and she said you can't do that, and I said I have to. But she said I'm not allowed to do something I'm going to do, but I have to because it's right. So that's all I'll say.
So, because we're having some issues with the sound, how about you go ahead and you kind of give like a final pitch for the project and where people can find you?
Sure, I would be terrible if I got into this elevator pitch thing. I wouldn't be very good at it. So, what do I say? I'm not good. I'm not a good salesman. I'm not a salesman. I'm a writer and, to a lesser extent, a circus performer. But I'll say is, see, now you've put me on the spot. I should have expected this. All I can say is I think people like it. Issue 1 got great reviews, and it's issue 2. I think issue 2 is going to get better reviews because, to be honest, I think the story really starts to move now. Now we get into issue 2. Mm-hmm. So hey, go and check it out on Kickstarter if you like it. Pledge on it. Hopefully, get us over that 4,000, and we can get the variant cover done, which I'm particularly looking forward to seeing. That's it, really. It's a soft sell. If you like it, buy it.
Well, that's all I would need to know, and I'll put my 2 cents in that it's definitely something people should check out.
Thank you, and thanks for doing this.
Well, I will let you go, and hopefully by the time you're ready to do issue 3, I will have solved this technology problem.
Well, I think it happens sometimes, doesn't it? Okay. Oh, thank you.
Yeah. But again, thank you for taking the time, and look forward to touching base with you in the future about the issues as they come out.
No problem, Chad. Anytime you like. Take care.
All right. Take it easy. You too.
Bye-bye.